That's what Devon Conway looks to do. He promised he'd try to score if given a chance. 30 without loss. And he wants that square of the wicket to follow Devon Conway as well.
Oh, has he edged that? It's bowled him. Kemar Roach, what a beauty. The first wicket for New Zealand, and it's the experienced Kemar Roach. Oh, edgy. Well bowled from Roach. Feeling for it, Kane Williamson. Gets a boundary.
Whipped with some power. He doesn't mix his feelings, Devon Conway, when he's on flow.
Conway, he will look for two, and he'll come back for two. And a canter gets there, and that is 50 for Devon Conway. 13th Test half century, first against the West Indies, and 5th here in New Zealand.
The leather.
Oh, wow! How good is that? That is an absolute ripper.
There is a noise, there is a finger up. And that is a weak area for Rachin Ravindra as well. They are working away at these plots in this drama. And it is that man, Roach, 293. We're counting everyone. Good take, and gone! Oh, goodness, what a start here after lunch for the West Indies. Conway throws his head back. You don't see it there, but he's looking to the heavens. That's a brilliant catch from Imlach. High and gone. So good off the front foot, good off the back foot.
Mitchell teeing off, and that has gone all the way.
Top drawer.
Oh, there's a big appeal. Mitchell stands his ground, and so does Paul Rifle. Now, decision to make. Wouldn't be the first today.
Gee, they seem keen on this, don't they?
Can you just go back, please? It's out. You're on screen. Signal now.
Successful review for the West Indies. Daryl Mitchell, who stood his ground. Pulled away. And that is going to go all the way to the boundary. A 50-on debut for Mitch Hay. Shades of Kerry Bairstow in that. Another one down leg. New Zealand, the 200 is up, 200 for 5, and that is going to be tea by the looks.
Hits it straight at the man. The one before was controlled, and this one straight at Kemar Roach, and New Zealand are 6 down. Takes it on again, does Glenn Phillips, and gets that one away.
It's high. Anderson Phillip underneath it. He has safe hands, and Roston Chase strikes in his very first over with Phillips. Did try to take it on.
Short, pulled away, and gone. Kemar Roach does not miss out.
Got him. I think he thought it was going to be full or short, and it wasn't. It was full. And the head was back, the weight was back, an almighty swing at it. And he'll run off because he knows he needs to bowl now. Oh, good shot. A little bit of a nothing ball, trying to get up and hit the wicket there, folks. It just sat up and got whacked.
Oh, he has his man in his first over. He started better, and there are good leaves and bad leaves. That was a poor one from Campbell.
The nip and the movement starts happening a little bit quicker.
Question asked, question asked. Eyes and Latham at second slip.
His leg side, I see the stump.
Here's that delivery again. What a ball. Daryl Mitchell was confident slips as well.
Pitching outside off, impacting line, and if it's hitting to out, your on-screen signal now.
Jacob Duffy was begging Tom Latham. He said that felt good.
He won't be happy, Jacob Duffy, with that last delivery, but what an enthralling day's play. The West Indies finish on 32 for 2. He's shaking his head.
Yeah, look, it's nice to get a couple poles tonight and put some pressure on them. We can see the pitch is still doing a little bit, which is good to see, and yeah, nice to walk away with a lead. Although you always, I guess, want a bigger lead. It's nice that we do have a lead, and we've already got them 2 in the red.
So just looking back at that day, I mean, obviously you would have liked it to be a bit better, but is it the wicket as well is still doing a bit and it's making it difficult to bat?
I think it's Test cricket. This is what makes it very cool to play. Is obviously the ebbs and flows of the game, and we build a couple of partnerships, and also they bowl well for periods as well. So yeah, it's the nature of Test cricket, and that's why we all love it.
And so the wicket, do you see it flattening out at all? Or?
I can't predict the weather, I can't predict the pitch, but yeah, I mean, we're obviously chasing in that 4th inning, so yeah, we obviously would like it to at some point flatten out, but we also need to get another 8 wickets to have a total to chase.
Is there a number where that chase starts to become, potentially a bit something you have to think about?
Look, I think for us it's just controlling what we can control, and that's been relentless with the ball for long periods of time to try and build pressure and take wickets, and whatever it will be, and we'll try and chase it down.
You spent a lot of time out in the middle with Mitch when you made his first innings in Test cricket.
Yeah, look, it's awesome to see Mitch do what he does. He's obviously done that for Canterbury for a number of years, and yeah, he was nice. He's a good man. He's good fun out in the middle, and he's showcased with the talent he's got. So yeah, debut's always nervy, and it's always nice to get that first run. So yeah, very proud of him.
Obviously in the slips, you had at least the rare experience of white ball cricket, Tom Latham. So last week, Tom Lundell's done it for years. But what does Mitch bring to that role? Is he sort of the lead man behind the stumps there?
Yeah, look, he's my Canterbury keeper as well for domestic cricket. So yeah, he's a good gloveman. He's showcased what he can do with the bat as well, and he's a young pup, and it's cool that he can keep learning off Blundell as well. Blundell's been around this week to help him out, so it's really cool.
And just on the word on, I guess some of the seamers, Jake and Zach in particular, they're going to be bowling for a 3rd day in a row, given how today unfolded. They bowled the last 2 days down in Christchurch. Just the word on, I guess, the effort there, sort of putting in to back up and for Jake to especially get that second wicket tonight.
Yeah, look, yeah, two good men. Again, it's the cool thing about Test cricket is it's bloody hard. So yeah, they're running in, they're giving their all, and they'll show up tomorrow, they'll warm up, and they'll do it again, which will be cool to see.
Daryl, the success of this team over a long time has been built on sort of consistency and selection and backing guys. Now that Mitch has come in and taken his chance, where do you see Tom and Mitch fitting in? Like, is this now, is Mitch just filling in for Tom until he's fitting in, or is that spot maybe contestable?
Look, I'm not the captain, I'm not the selector, I'm not the coach, but yeah, look, obviously Tommy's got a sore hammy for this week, and I know he's aiming to be back for that next game next week, so I think you can probably read between the lines with how we will operate, but that's not my decision. But yeah, both very good players and both good men.
We saw you sort of warming up to bowl before the second innings. Are you expecting to do a job over the next day or so?
Yeah, look, obviously with the groin injury, it's probably something we didn't really want to push too early, but yeah, it's Test cricket for my country. I'll do anything I can to help us out, so if it means I've got to roll the arm over, albeit off maybe a shorter run, or I'll just try and do a job for the Fern and see what happens.
How is the groin? That was sort of the first time you batted properly since the injury.
Yeah, look, yeah, really happy with how it pulled up after batting. There's a couple of quick singles there which tested it out, and I haven't felt it at all, which is, yeah, pleasing.
This is the first time we've spoken to you since you sort of did 4 days as a South fielder down in Christchurch. How was that?
Yeah, again, it's probably wasn't part of the plan when you miss a test match with a sore groin, but yeah, it's the nature of what's going on with our bowling stocks with all the injuries we are having. So yeah, I was happy to park up at first slip and if anything, it was great preparation leading into this test to know that I can definitely get through 150 overs in the field. So yeah.
Yeah, well, just how important those runs from the tail there, that seemed like it could be quite crucial over in the context of the game.
Yeah, it's something we've prided ourselves on for a long time. I guess when we had the likes of Henry, Bolt, Southey and Wagner that do some great partnerships, and again the boys have done it again today. So we always know that those partnerships down the end are very important. They do it in their own style, which is really important, and yeah, I'm sure come the end of the test they'll be very valuable.
And just speaking of partnerships, the partnership with Mitch today, just out there, I mean, what was sort of keeping you both going, or how are you addressing that over the course of the innings? Because it's arguably quite crucial as well.
I think on that surface, partnerships are really important. Probably not going to see the big scores as of yet, but I thought the way Devon Conway as well with the new ball and Kane, the way they negated that and I guess put pressure back on them in times, I thought that was really important in allowing us obviously to get that lead. And yeah, same with me and Mitch to keep trying to, I guess, keep repeating it, keep being as present as we can and not giving them as many chances. And yeah, obviously a couple down leg with me and Dev is not really ideal and not something you see in the game often, but yeah, it's the nature of it.
Is that one of the most frustrating dismissals to you when you're effectively dealing with a loose ball?
Yeah, it's annoying, yeah.
Daryl, were you convinced you'd had it once you'd seen the...
No, I didn't think I had it. I didn't feel anything. If it was given out, I would have teed it up and referred it. So yeah, it's the silly game we play, isn't it?
Just back to Mitch, there is a history of guys coming into the team and doing well on debut. Can you talk a bit about, the environment and why that might be the case?
I think it's also, I guess, when you do get the right to play for this team, you've earned it. A number of guys have done a lot over a long period of time in domestic cricket, and I guess that allows you to come in and play with confidence. I think for me, when I started, the leaders within the group were really clear on my role within the team, and it's something I guess we keep trying to enforce is like it's team first. You're just doing a job for your team, and yeah, I thought the way Mitch has done it, you could go through the list of who has been successful early on in their career, and I think we're just a bunch of Kiwis going out there and getting stuck in.
In that first innings, after 40, 50 overs, I think only 5 or 6 balls would have actually been hitting the stumps. Bowlers adjusted, started bowling fuller, bowling at the stumps, got a lot of wickets. Was that a conversation that the team has had about where the lengths that you were bowling?
Yeah, I'm sure it's definitely something the likes of the bowlers and Jacob Orr and the bowling coach are constantly talking about. At the same time, it's being that ruthless with those lengths and trying to ask them, I guess, to play without throwing love letters up there as well. So, I think the boys, the way they hammered the wicket, especially Duff tonight, the way he kept coming in and banging away, it's really cool to see, and yeah, hopefully more of it tomorrow.
Was there any variable bounce? We heard about that on the first day, but your experience out there, some seem to skid through pretty quick.
Yeah, I think that's the challenge of the surface is, yeah, there is obviously a little bit of variable bounce, and I guess when they do bowl that sort of top of the stump length, you feel like you have to play balls that you don't because there is that sort of up and down and sideways nature of it, and it's not consistent, so it is quite challenging at times. And when guys bowl good spells, it's tough to score, but also when you do miss, it's that's when you're trying to put pressure back on them. So yeah, it's Test cricket. It's bloody good fun.
You want Mitch up to the stumps if you get the ball?
I'll push him back, then I can use the bouncer.
Just as a Tech Henry teammate, Michael may have come in thinking he was going to be the number 4 pace bowler, but with Blair out now, and picking up that wicket there, how sort of pumped up, and how do you think he's going to take on more responsibility tomorrow? How do you think he'll react to that?
Yeah, look, I don't know if you know Razor very well, but he's a beauty. He brings a lot of energy to the group. Even with the sweatband charging in, he loves doing a job. So yeah, he'll show up tomorrow. He'll run in. He'll probably have to do a lot of hard work into the wind at times, and yeah, it's awesome to have him around.
A lot of people are comparing his visuals to that of Chris Martin back in the day. Is he interested in supermarket ownership? Or?
Yeah, you'll have to say that for when he's sitting in this chair, but yeah, he's a great man. He brings, as I said, a lot of energy. He's very smart, probably too smart for us cricketers. So yeah, he's good value.
We saw Blair out on the ground this morning with this thing. How has he been after what was a pretty horrible day yesterday?
Yeah, look, firstly, I guess want to mention how well he bowled yesterday. That was some good heat, and the way he kept running in and bringing that energy was seriously impressive. And yeah, gutted for him to obviously get down with that injury, but the good thing with Tix is he owns the 13th Stag Cafe back in Napier, so he's been on the tools on the coffee machine all day making brews. So yeah, it's one benefit of him, I guess, not being on the park.
Making coffee
yeah, it's a good brew too. So yeah, I highly recommend it.
It's good visuals.
Sweet. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Tossing love letters out there. That's a good one.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks. I think we're in a pretty good position. We'd have liked the leads to be less, but we would take that any day, anytime, keeping New Zealand under 300. So we'll take that still.
Do you think they do have too many runs?
No, I think it's fair enough. As I said, we keep them under 300 and we back our batsmen to get whatever and to put up a good total to defend at the end.
Can you talk us through that wicket you got today when you knocked Kane over?
Yeah, I mean, I've been bowling well, so glad to see that it's coming together when it matters. So it's just continuous of my preparation coming into the game.
Because you talk to us about that Basin reserve pitch, because how long did it take to settle into the lines and lengths and understand where you needed to bowl on that?
Oh, I think.
Sorry, I'm just going to cough. Sorry.
That's good enough. That's good. We're all humans.
Yeah, I think really up it's on this end here where I bowled from, the wind was strong, so at the beginning I was sort of fighting myself, fighting the wind at the end, but as I get into my spell, it was pretty good.
What sort of communication did you have from your captain about where he wanted you to bowl? Was he quite vocal on that?
Yeah, our plans was pretty clear. It was just I think we should have executed better.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about the consistency, because there were periods where you guys were right on the money and New Zealand really struggled. Other times it looked like there were a lot of boundary balls bowled.
Yeah.
How do you pare that back?
As I said again, I think the wind is pretty strong and all the bowlers came on that end was struggling a bit. So I think it's just a matter of how we move forward from there, get some sort of rhythm with the wind.
How big a lead do you think you'll need to bowl at in the fourth innings?
I think once we get over 300, we bowlers definitely can defend that.
So just how is that wicket out there? I mean, bit of zing. Are you quite happy with with it in general?
Yeah, I would say I'm quite happy with it because back in the Caribbean, our wickets are pretty dry. So I mean, it's getting flatter now. Not much movement when the ball is softer, but it's a pretty good wicket.
So do you expect it to flatten out a bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I think once the weather is warm, it would flatten out with the rollers on it as well.
And just one more on that Kane delivery. Is that one of your best deliveries? How would you rate that?
I would say yes. It's definitely one of my best, and I mean it's against Kane William as well, so I would take that.
Can you tell me what it's like playing with Kemar Roach and the experience he brings and what he talked to you about ahead of playing in New Zealand?
Yeah, definitely. Kemar is very experienced, and he may not seem vocal on the field, but when we're in the dressing room, he shares experience. Just give us the encouragement that is needed.
He took the catch on the boundary and then went back and kept signing autographs. Were you eager to celebrate with him?
Yeah, but that's just Kemar Roach. That's just how we are.
How much confidence do you as a batting group take into this second innings now after what happened in Christchurch?
Yeah, I think, as I said before, we are pretty confident in our batsmen. I mean, as we knocked off this leads, I think once we get a total of 300, we are capable of defending it when it comes to the bowling.
Just one from there, you may have mentioned previously, but how did you rate how Mitch batted today?
Yeah, he batted very well. I mean, the bowlers struggled a bit, but he capitalized on that, so kudos to him.
Thank you guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Sorry about that.
No problem.
That's cool.